10th standard in French. So again I'm doing your entretien. We are going to Bon Appetit, a lesson called Bon Appetit in entretien. And as usual, I will read and explain later. La gastronomie française. La France renferme une histoire culinaire si riche en traditions qu'il est impossible de la présenter sur une seule assiette. C'est un buffet gastronomique où chaque région a une cuisine différente. Pour le Français, la cuisine est un art et une tradition que l'on savoure de bien de façons et que partagent les gourmands du monde entier. So, open your books to the entretien Bon Appetit lesson, and as I read, you follow me. Twice will I read and then later on I will explain. I am reading my second time. La gastronomie française. La France renferme une histoire culinaire si riche en traditions qu'il est impossible de la présenter sur une seule assiette. C'est un buffet gastronomique où chaque région a une cuisine différente. Pour le Français, la cuisine est un art et une tradition que l'on savoure de bien de façons et que partagent les gourmands du monde entier. So here we are talking of Bon Appetit means good appetite. In other words, it's something to do with food. La gastronomie. Gastronomie, same word in English. Française, French. French food. Okay? La France renferme. Renferme is to contain. La France contains a rich culinary heritage which is impossible to be presented on a single plate. Assiette is a plate. So, French gastronomy is so rich culturally and historically that it is impossible to present it on a single plate. So, c'est un buffet gastronomique. Buffet. Same word in English. Okay, it's a gastronomic buffet where many things are available. Where chaque région a une cuisine différente. Each region has a different cuisine, just like in India. Each state has got different cuisine. Pour le français, for the French, la cuisine est un art. Cooking is an art. Et une tradition, and a tradition which one savors in many ways. Savor is to taste and enjoy in many ways. Façon is ways. Et que partage, and which is shared by the gourmand. Gourmand is people who love to eat of the entire world. So, in other words, they mean to say that French cuisine is enjoyed by the entire world. Quelques-uns des plats célèbres dont la France a enrichi l'art culinaire sont la soupe à l'oignon, la pâté de foie gras, la coque au vin, la pâte au feu, la bouillabaisse et les crêpes Suzette. Now, they have listed here some of the French dishes. Plat is a dish which are very well known. Quelques-uns des plats célèbres. Plats célèbres, famous dishes. Dont la France a enrichi l'art culinaire, with which the French culinary gastronomic art is enriched, are la soupe à l'oignon, l'oignon, onion soup, la pâté de foie gras, foie is liver, la coque au vin, same names. You cannot translate them because they are their original French names of the dishes. La pâte au feu, so you learn the names or you study them as they are. Et les crêpes Suzette. En France, les cafés et les bistrots sont depuis toujours des lieux de convivialité et d'échange favorisant les rencontres entre générations et la mixité sociale. Le bistrot. Ce petit restaurant simple est très fréquenté par les Français. Dans les restaurants français, les plats sont généralement servis sur commande. Okay? Dans the third paragraph, I'm reading again some of it. En France, les cafés et les bistrots sont depuis toujours des lieux de convivialité et d'échange, favorisant les rencontres entre générations et la mixité sociale. So in France, cafes and bistro small restaurants, the tea stalls and all, are since always, depuis means since always, they've been the places of conventions and social exchanges where generations meet. So, rencontre is to meet and mixité sociale is social meetings. Okay, le bistrot. What is a bistrot? A small tea or a coffee stall. Ce petit restaurant simple, it's a very simple restaurant, est très fréquenté par les Français. So it is very much frequented by the French people. They go there very often. Dans les restaurants français, les plats sont généralement servis sur commande. Sur commande means by order. In the French restaurants, usually the dishes are served on order, on the menu based. Okay? On peut y commander un repas à la carte, le prix de chaque plat étant indiqué. On peut y commander, one can order there. Y here refers to there, in the restaurant. Un repas à la carte, a meal based on menu. Le prix de chaque plat étant indiqué. The price of each dish is indicated. Ou or, there's another option. A prix fixé. At a fixed price. Le prix du repas entier étant déterminé d'avance. Or you can order a whole meal whose price has been fixed in advance. La carte du jour. What is la carte du jour? The menu card. Se trouve, menu card, the plate, the dish of the day, today's special. Okay, la carte du jour se trouve bien en vue devant chaque restaurant. So, today's special, the special dish of the day is indicated in front of the restaurant. Pour faire savoir aux clients les plats du jour et les prix. So, you can find the today's special dish well indicated before in front of the restaurant so that the customers know. Faire savoir aux clients means what? To make the customers know, clients. Okay, faire savoir is to make know to the customers or let know to the customers. Les plats du jour. Les plats du jour, the special dish for the day. Et les prix and the price. Le service est toujours inclus dans le prix du repas, mais on peut laisser un pourboire. Service charges are already included in the price of the meal, but you can also leave a tip. Pourboire is tip. Tip is something you give the waiter when you're happy with the service. So pourboire is an extra tip. En France, on dit qu'un bon repas doit toujours se terminer par un bon fromage. La France en possède plus de 300 sortes. Certains comme le Roquefort et le Camembert ont une réputation mondiale. So, en France, again I'm reading, en France, on dit qu'un bon repas doit toujours se terminer par un bon fromage. La France, on possède plus de 300 sortes. Certains, comme le Roquefort et le Camembert, ont une réputation mondiale. In French, one says, or it is said that a good meal should always be ended by with a good cheese. Fromage is cheese. La France en possède. Posséder, to possess. France possesses or has more than 300 of them. So on here refers to of them. 300 of what? The cheese. Certain cheese like Roquefort and Camembert have a worldly reputation. They are known world over. Le vin en France n'est pas seulement un produit agricole, c'est aussi une œuvre d'art. Quelques vins connus sont les vins d'Alsace, les Beaujolais, les Bordeaux, la Bourgogne et les Côtes-du-Rhône. So, wine in France is not only an agricultural produce, but it's a work of art. Œuvre is work. Quelques vins connus, some famous wines, are Alsatian wine, then Beaujolais, same names, Bordeaux, Bourgogne et Côtes-du-Rhône. Un bon vin est un accompagnement indispensable pour le fromage. Wine is an indispensable accompaniment for the cheese. So wine and cheese go together. They form the end of the meal. So here we have seen French gastronomy. What the French eat. How they are very fond of their eating habits. What all is available in the bistro, cafe and restaurant. Either you can get a meal based on menu card or a buffet system, and there is always a special dish for the day. So that brings us to the end of the lesson. Bon appétit. Now we will see some grammar. Today I am doing emphatic pronouns. As the name suggests, emphatic pronouns are pronouns which lay emphasis. Je is a personal pronoun, moi is an emphatic pronoun. Tu is a personal pronoun, toi is an emphatic pronoun. Il is a personal pronoun, lui is a emphatic. So for all the personal pronouns, I have listed all the emphatic pronouns. I will show you how to use them. Now suppose I had to say, so here I have said, moi j'aime le vin. Toi, tu aimes le fromage. So what do I mean when I say moi? I'm stressing on myself. As for myself, I like wine. As for you, you like cheese. So as for me, I like wine. As for you, you like cheese. So how will I say as for him? I will say Louis. As for him, il n'aime rien. Means what? As for him, he doesn't like anything. He likes nothing. As for me, I like wine. As for you, you like cheese. As for him, he likes nothing. So these pronouns are emphatic pronouns and they are used to emphasize on the topic. For example, if I say, Pierre, il aime tout. What does that mean? As for Pierre, because I am using Pierre also and I am using il also. Here I am laying emphasis on the noun, the proper noun, Pierre. As for Pierre, he likes everything. Tout is everything. As for Pierre, he likes everything. Now, as for me, I like wine. As for you, you like cheese. As for somebody else, he likes nothing. But Pierre, he likes everything. So have you understood? So these are your emphatic pronouns. They can be used in another way. I will show you. If you want, you can copy this. I'm waiting for some time. You can use these emphatic pronouns in another way. Now, for example, c'est moi qui parle means what? C'est moi qui parle. It is me who is talking. I'm telling you that I'm talking. So to lay emphasis on myself, I'm saying it is me who is talking. You better listen. Then, c'est à moi que tu parles. Now here I am using à moi. It is to me that you are talking. So you be very careful. I am emphasizing that you are talking to me. In the third case, c'est de moi qu'il parle. It is about me that he is talking. De moi, about me. Of me or about me. So, moi, moi is used in three ways. Here it's the subject. Here it is the indirect object. À moi is talking to, you are talking to me, It is, and you are talking, he is talking about me. About what? About me. Here in both these cases it is object. Here it is subject. So these emphatic pronouns can be used in two ways. Either by themselves in a sentence or along with say. Say, pointing out the emphasis. So that is all for today. Now we have learnt a new lesson, Bon Appetit of Antrajan. I want you to try out the exercises, the question answers comprehension. So you do the répondez aux questions and complete the grammar also. That's all for today.